all you haters out there, fuck you. This is not a fucking hobby. You're listening to the most relevant sports show on the internet. He's a combat veteran turned entrepreneur turned sports journalist. And she has an IQ higher than your entire family combined. It's the S3, and it starts right now.
What's going on, everybody? You are listening to the S3, and let me tell you something real quick. There is definitely one team, maybe it's here in Arizona, maybe it's not, that just feels like it is absolutely about to implode with how the fans reacted to the last loss. So we will jump to that here in just a second. Real quick, lady, you probably don't have it next to you. I sleep with it when I win, but the Golden Bragger Award this week goes to, well, you again for consecutive. Oh, of course you have it. Why would you? All right. Well, congratulations. It's 2 straight weeks of you winning the Golden Bragger. I will do my best, which I thought I did last week, to steal that from you, but apparently not. So we'll get to that later on during our Pick 6 locks of the week. Usually we have some alcohol to crack, or at least I do. Mostly today I'm drinking water because I'm kind of nursing away a headache. So, but the show must go on. Somebody famous said that a long time ago. All right, before we get started, though, really quick, sports fans, if you're in the Valley and you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, maybe it's time to upgrade that ride, get something more reliable for your family, or finally treat yourself to that dream car. Whatever the reason, there's only one person to see, and that's Mr. Kevin Moore at Liberty Buick. Kevin and his team have the best selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, along with unbeatable deals and top-notch service. No hassle, no stress, just great vehicles at great prices. So don't wait. Head down to Liberty Buick and ask for Kevin Moore today. Tell him JD sent you. I know for a fact he's working because he told me he couldn't make it on the show once again because he is indeed working until for a couple more hours. So you get time to get down there and say hi to Kevin. Just go down there and ask him how his Browns are doing. That may not help you if you're
conversation opener.
That may not help you if you are actually looking for a good deal on a vehicle. What do you mean, $160,000 for a Buick? What? All right, moving on. All right, what's first? Let's go ahead and jump into this.
Headlines and horrible dad jokes.
Of course, the headlines may or may not be horrible, but the dad jokes definitely are. But I do got some pretty good ones for you today. Headline number 1, Bengals to start Joe Flacco at the Packers on Sunday. The Browns let him loose, and he got picked up immediately by Cincinnati. That's how bad their quarterback situation is. The guy's been in town for about 7 or 8 minutes, and he's already got the starting job for this Sunday.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They have been suffering without
You know what, though? I mean, maybe he can pull out a win. I don't know how. I know he's extremely intelligent. He is known to pick up a playbook rather quickly. So he can get in there and get a start. But so, I mean, it's one of the things. That's why he's been in the league for so long. Yeah. He is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. So, 10 years removed, but it is what it is. All right. You know, I remember my ex-wife telling me one day that I should always embrace my mistakes. So I gave her a hug. That one was pretty good. I like that one. Hold on. Thank you. All right, moving on. Headline number 2. ESPN released its annual NBA wins projections list earlier this week. The Phoenix Suns are ranked 13th. Not bad. That's 13th in the West.
Oh.
13 out of 15 in the West. They are projected to win 34.7 games, and according to Bet ESPN, their over-under for total wins is set at 31.5 total wins. Suns will tip off their season at home against Sacramento on October 22nd. So today, I decided to give all my dead batteries away free of charge.
But I'm ching.
Free of charge. All right. I didn't like that one that much, so it does not get an applause. The Phoenix Mercury, now down 3-0 to Las Vegas, will also be without their star forward, Satou Sabally.
Oh, that's
She
a problem.
has been diagnosed with a concussion and ruled out for tomorrow night's game 4. They almost came back last night. They were down by like double digits.
They've been keeping
late.
it close, and they've got the lead, but they.
Asia Wilson actually won with a shot at like 0.3 seconds remaining.
Right.
I
mean, that's Asia for
why
you.
she's MVP.
Right.
Again.
Right.
And again.
That's going to hurt them to not have Sabally there, though.
Hey, this is right up your alley. Why don't programmers like nature?
I don't know why.
Too many bugs.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's
You
true.
actually do. You really like nature.
I do.
You like nature.
I like looking at it. I don't like it like in my face or touching me necessarily.
Yeah, see, that type of stuff I'm good. I just don't want them crawling on me or landing on me or buzzing my ear or anything like that.
Right.
You know, outside of all that, I love nature. All right. Headline number 4, the New York Yankees have been eliminated by the Toronto Blue Jays 3-1. The Blue Jays will take on the winner of the Tigers-Mariners Game 5 tomorrow night in Seattle. On the National League side, the Dodgers and Phillies are getting started shortly in Game 4 of their series, like within 2 minutes, believe it or not. Game 4 of their series, the Dodgers currently lead the best-of-5 series 2-1. And the Chicago Cubs are hoping to stay alive tonight on the road in Milwaukee. The Brewers are up 2-1 in that series. Here's a little fun fact. The Mariners and the Brewers, along with the Rockies, Padres, and Rays, are the only MLB teams to not win a World Series title. So I guess America's World Series would be Brewers, Mariners.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Let's see if they have what it takes to get there first. All right. Hey, what kind of car does a Jedi drive? Now, before you answer that, I know you know what type of vehicles exactly Jedis drive. This is a dad joke. There's a little bit of critical thinking here. What kind of car does a Jedi drive?
I have no idea.
A toy Yoda.
Toyota.
Toy Yoda. That one was pretty good. I thought you'd like that one. Let's do that one. All right. Everybody else is booing. All right, what's next?
NFL Week 6 schedule.
All right, so let's jump into the Week 6 schedule. Currently, this week, bye week goes to the Vikings and the Texans. Thursday night, kicking off here in about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. We've got the Eagles at 4-1 at the New York Giants 1-4. The Eagles blew that lead last week to the Denver Broncos. The question is, did that put enough issues on video for the New York Giants, the 1-4 New York Giants, and Cam Skidaboo, Skibbity Bop, to actually take advantage of it? I love some Cam Skidaboo.
Yeah,
I do. Why is the Golden Braggers junk in my face right now?
Is it?
Yeah, it's just like facing right
just an
there.
elbow. How's that?
Okay, there you go. That's good stuff right there. I like it. All right. So the Eagles at 4-1 taking on the Giants tonight. I do not see how the Giants will win this game, but I didn't see how the Eagles could blow my perfectly built parlay last week by giving up 18 friggin' unanswered points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's very not what you would expect from them.
Yeah.
Mildly.
All right. So let's see. Let's see if the Eagles are who we thought they were and they actually blew out the Giants, or they're pretenders this year. We'll see. All right. Sunday, there is another 6:30 a.m. game that you will definitely not be up for.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. It is from London, England, playing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That was not a very good English accent. The Broncos, just mentioned them, the aforementioned Denver Broncos at 3-2 at the New York Jets 0-5. 0-5. They are trying really hard for that number 1 pick next year so that they can draft
I
their quarterback. They're going to draft that quarterback regardless of where it is.
They're the only team with no wins yet, and I don't think they're going to get one Saturday morning
Yeah,
either.
I don't see it. I don't see it happening. All right. Let's start with the 10 a.m. slate. Our Arizona, they're not ours. We live in Arizona. We're diehard Pats fans, but our Arizona Cardinals here in the state of Arizona are 2-3 at the Colts 4-1. Coach Rich Gannon he got fined $100,000 for going off on his player on the sidelines. He physically hit him. He hit him. Didn't punch him, but he gave him one of those. He woof, one of those things, like a little shoulder nudge. And
to be beating up your players because they dropped the
football. He apologized for it. He apologized for it after the game, but Cardinals ownership did not like it. Maybe that's what they need, though. Maybe we need to take the kid gloves off. I mean, this team's been around since the 1960s and has not won. Well, they've been here since 1993.
After the game.
They've never won a title. Maybe being soft with them and not blaming their $40 million a year quarterback for anything, because you can't blame Kyler for anything. 0 touchdowns last week. Can't blame him for anything at all. He did run in a touchdown, but I'm talking about passing. You want your quarterback to pass the freaking ball.
He's not supposed to have to do it himself. It's nice when they can, but that's not the point.
Yeah, but there is one thing Kyler Murray has proved, whether you think he's a leader or not, there is a big difference between having a $40 million a year quarterback and paying a quarterback $40 million a year. Big difference between those two.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
We do not have a $40 million a year quarterback. We are paying him $43 million. He is not a $40 million a year quarterback.
That game's going to be a bloodbath. The Colts are on fire.
The Colts going to destroy him.
Yeah.
Colts going to destroy him.
Bloodbath.
All right. Next up, Chargers 3-2 at the Miami Dolphins 1-4. I'm actually going to be cheering for the Dolphins. It doesn't mean I'm going to pick them. But I have their defense because I had to pick their defense. I'll explain more during DFS. But we'll get there. The New England Patriots, the team that is actually our team, 3-2 at the New Orleans Saints 1-4. Now I haven't heard from
spectacular win against the Bills.
Great win.
High expectations for this game.
Yeah, we have high expectations for like their next 8 games.
Yeah.
Because outside maybe on the schedule, they should win like their next 8.
Yeah.
Maybe even 7 out of their next 8. It's crazy. All right. The Cowboys at 2-1 at the Panthers 2-3. I remember when the Panthers were They started out 0-2.
Right. They're they've been getting a little momentum there. They're fairly evenly matched right now with how the Cowboys have been playing this season. So it'll be a competitive game, if nothing else.
I don't like this matchup for the Cowboys passing game. Not for the wide receivers, I don't. But their running game and their tight ends, I do like. I don't like Pickens this week. We'll talk more about that and start him, sit him, or whatever. All right, the Seahawks at 3-2 at the Jaguars 4-1. Seahawks lost a shootout last week to Tampa Bay. Major shootout. Jackson Smith and Jigba went off. Abuka went off for Tampa Bay. That was pretty cool seeing 2 young, talented wide receivers just going back and forth pretty much the entire game. That was classic. Seahawks 3-2 at the Jags. And
that touchdown that won the game last week was the craziest things I think I have seen since I started watching.
There is a video.
He made it in, but he did.
If I can find it, there's a fan's video from the stands, and he's focused on the field, but there's a Jacksonville fan in front of him, and as soon as Lawrence trips and falls, the fan goes, "Oh my God!" And then he looks up and he scores. He's just like. But
so prepared to be upset, but he didn't just trip and fall. He tripped and fell twice and crawled part of the way. Like, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Like, completely changed his mood, like, within 3 seconds.
Kudos to him for sticking at it and not letting a couple of little slip-ups.
Yeah, that was pretty good, though. That was a pretty good win against the Chiefs.
It was.
I don't know. Like, Seattle should have a really good passing game this weekend against the Jaguars. But, I mean, the Jacksonville, they're sticking with the Colts.
Yeah,
they're sticking with the Colts in that division. So
they surprised me so far.
We'll see. Even the Texans won last week.
Yeah.
So there is that. All right, the Titans, who also won last week, by the way.
You skipped Rams, Ravens.
Are we still talking about the Ravens? Okay, all right, fine. The Rams 3-2 at the Ravens 1-4. The Rams should have a friggin' like Puka Nacua should have 150 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns by halftime.
Right.
This week. The
Ravens whatever's going on with the Ravens.
Terrible.
Hot mess.
Yeah, big time.
I agree.
No way the Ravens win this game. With or without Lamar Jackson. No way they win that game. All right, the Tennessee Titans, who came back last week in the fourth quarter against the Arizona Cardinals by multiple scores.
That was partly Cardinal error, though. I'm not sure we can fully give the Titans credit for the win. There was
you still have to execute, and they executed.
I mean,
they executed when it mattered. One team executed when it mattered, and the other one did not.
Did not. Didn't even try.
Terrible. Stop dropping the ball before you go into the end zone.
Also, don't throw the ball into your quarterback's face.
Yeah, don't snap, hit him in the face. He's probably got a concussion now. Like, jeez.
It was ridiculous. Right. Ridiculous. Anyways.
Stupid. The Titans are taking on the Raiders. This is a good chance for the Titans to win 2 in a row.
I
like their defense against the Raiders' offense. I like that. All right. The Bengals had 2-3 with Joe Flacco, or Flacco. Not Footsteps Falco from the movie The Replacements. At the Packers 2-1-1. Like, I'm so tired of these tied games.
Yeah.
I know we've said it before, but I am so tired. This is how we fix it. This is exactly how we fix it. You roll out the field goal units starting on the 35. So it's a 52-yard field goal.
Like a shootout, like hockey.
Like a shootout. First one to miss. If you're out there first and you miss and my squad goes up there and hits it, we win. Get rid of these ties. That's a simple fix. Plus, who cares if they're injured? They're special teams players. They don't see the field that much anyways.
I do like the idea of a shootout. That would be a really exciting end to if they didn't manage a win within OT.
It's not a shootout. It can't be a shootout in the NFL. It's got to be like a kickoff or a kickoff.
A kick-out.
A kick-out. It's a kick-out.
Just go back and forth and keep moving it back like 10
yards.
Why
is it so hard?
Until somebody misses the goal.
Why is it so hard for them to come up with an idea, any freaking idea, to keep from games ending in a tie? Special teams can now be important once again if you just roll out the field goal teams.
Right.
That's it. Back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Just keep moving them further away until somebody's missing. Yeah.
You kick from the same side of the field.
That would sure make the kicker a lot more important than he already is.
Absolutely. All right, moving on. That's going to be a good game. Well, no, it's not. The Packers should win that game. This will be a good game. The Mac Jones-led San Francisco 49ers at 4-1 going up against Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers also at 4-1. I expect Tampa Bay to win this game, but
probably.
I'm out of surprises when Mac Jones wins. Like, I'd be like, all right, well, yeah, it's almost expected. But at the same time, like, I wouldn't be shocked.
He's playing like what we expected him to play like when we got him on the Patriots.
Well, he played that way until they completely screwed up and brought in 19 different people who wanted to be an offensive coordinator but weren't even qualified to be an offensive coordinator calling plays.
Right.
That's why we got Josh McDaniels back.
Well, he might gel a bit better with the team or something too. You never know, but
He was a Pro Bowl quarterback with Josh McDaniels as offensive coordinator in his rookie year. McDaniels left. He fell apart because they didn't have anybody teaching him or helping him grow. And then he just goes, and now he's good because he's with a good offensive head coach in Shanahan. All right. Sunday Night Football. The Detroit Lions at 4-1 at the Kansas City Chiefs sitting at 2-3.
I am excited for the game. I think it's going to be a pretty good game.
It's going to be a pretty good game, but look,
assuming the Chiefs show up.
They were expected to win last week.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't know. You struggle with Jacksonville.
They're having a rough season, the Chiefs. I don't know exactly what's going on with them, but like their defense isn't up to par how it usually plays. So that makes a big difference. Their offense isn't quite as aggressive as I'm used to seeing from them.
There is an offense that's very aggressive. That is the Detroit Lions, who always go for it on like 4th and 2 or 4th and 3, or like they
have such a high success rate at this point. You'd be foolish not to.
Monday night, there are 2 Monday Night Football games. How the hell do the Bills get Sunday night and then Monday night back-to-back weeks?
They are a really, really good team. So I have
they're not. They suck. Patriots beat them. All right.
Bills the only loss they've had. I want to point that out too. They managed to be. I think they played Philly and the Chiefs already. So
that's true. Bills sitting at 4-1, heading down to Atlanta. Take on the Falcons at 2-2. Did the Atlanta Falcons get right last week? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. The 5:15 p.m. game out here in AZ. The Bears 2-2 at the Commanders 3-2. Jaden Daniels is back and he is firing on all cylinders.
Okay.
Bears had a bye week last week, didn't they? I think they did.
Oh, that sounds right because I don't remember seeing them play, but
right.
I don't know if I would have remembered.
Coming off a bye, see if they're healthy and ready to go. All right, what's next?
NFL Pick 6.
All right. Now I get to totally redeem myself after losing 2 straight weeks. I get first pick for the Thursday night game. I am not crazy this week. Even though I do like Cam Scatabo, I am picking the Eagles to win tonight. Who you got? Go ahead. Go crazy. You're on a 2.
I actually am really, really tempted to. Not because I have any faith in the Giants at all, just because the Eagles get flustered. So.
Are you picking the Giants?
No, I'll say Eagles. I just can't have any faith in.
All right. Even Sunday night. You're going with the Lions. I already know. I am going with. I'm going with the Lions as well. I'm going with the Lions as well. Put it both down for the Lions. Now the Monday night game, Bears at Commanders. I'm going to take the Commanders. 3-2. Jade Daniels is back and he looks good. So let's see.
I was actually leaning real heavily towards the Commanders also. So I think we're locked in the same for our 3.
All right. So now we go to the 3 picks where we can't have the same picks.
Right.
I'm taking Indianapolis to absolutely destroy the friggin' Cardinals.
Yeah. Bloodbath.
All right. Who you got for your first block?
Be ugly. Oh, Lord. Who do I have? Let's see. Well, I think the Broncos are going to beat the Jets without a problem, so I'll say Broncos.
Chalk. All right.
A little bit.
All right, a lot of it. But I just
a cherry picker.
All right, let's see here. I'm going to take the Pats over the Saints. Pats over the Saints.
Gonna go a little bit wild. I'm gonna say the Panthers can beat the Cowboys.
All right, that's really not that crazy.
It's really not, I guess, is it?
It's really not that crazy. All right, I will go with. I'll take the Rams over the Ravens.
Okay.
All right, who we got?
Who do we got? What's left here? I think the Bills can beat the Falcons.
So Alrighty then.
All
right, recap. Who are our picks?
Okay, so we picked the same for all the Thursday, Sunday, Monday night games. So we both picked the Eagles Who are they playing again to beat the Giants? We both picked the Lions over the Chiefs, and we picked the Commanders over the Bears. Then you picked Colts over the Cardinals, Pats over the Saints, and Rams over the Ravens. I picked Broncos over the Jets. I picked Panthers over the Cowboys, and I picked Bills over the Falcons.
Very good. All right. What's next?
NFL DFS, JD's top builds.
All right. Sports fans, are you playing DFS this week? Don't go in blind. Stochastic gives you the best DFS tools, projections, and data to build winning lineups for NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. Check out Stochastic today and start turning picks into profits. Huge disclaimer. The advice and opinions shared on the S3 podcast are for entertainment purposes only and are not guaranteed winnings. Daily fantasy sports involves risk and results will vary. Please play responsibly, and only wager what you can afford to lose. Must be 18 years or older to participate where legal. Launch your DFS play with Stochastic by going to CoachJeffDemers.com/DFS. Seriously, you can play for as little as like 10 cents. You have to, but your deposit has to be like a minimum of like $5.
Right.
So, but then, I mean, if you only put in $5, you can play a ton
10-cent games,
of 10-cent games and moving up. All right. Here's my top build for tonight. It's been a minute since Saquon Barkley has gone off. I think there's been a lot of chirping about not giving him the ball, even though he did score a receiving touchdown last week. I think he's going to go off on the ground tonight. So I've got Barkley as my captain. Now, when you pick a showdown game, you only have 6 players. You're not picking an entire roster. So whoever you put in your captain spot is worth 1.5 times the amount that they're usually worth. You have a budget to put the team together.
Right.
But the good news is you get 1.5 times the points that they get, which can be really good. All right, so I've got Saquon Barkley as my captain. Below him, I've got the Eagles defense and special teams. Saquon, by the way, cost $17.4. It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
defense, special teams, Eagles at $5,400. I've got the kicker, Jake Elliott for Philly at $5,000. I've got tight end Dallas Goedert for Philly at $6,400. I've got quarterback Jalen Hurts for Philly at $11,000, and I've got kicker Jake McAdamy. I'm just calling him Mick.
McAdamy.
Keep watching if you play him because he may not be the kicker tonight. They got Koo from Houston, but they're the same amount. So if you find out before the game starts that Koo is the kicker for tonight, then just switch him out.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm going with McAdamy. MC Adamney.
His name's a tongue twister.
McAdamy. All right. NFL DFS for Sunday's main slate. I do not have Sunday night slate yet because, the projections are not out yet for Sunday night.
Right.
I will have those Sunday morning along with my DFS team for the early game between the Broncos and the Jets. All right, moving on. All right, so quarterback. We got Sam Darnold for Seattle at $5,400. Running backs, I've got Jacobs for Green Bay at $7,300. I've got Javonte Williams for Dallas at $6,400. I've got Puka Nacua for the Rams at $8,700. I've got Cooper Kupp for Seattle at $4,600. I've also got Jackson Smith and Jigba for Seattle. That is what is called a stack, ladies and gentlemen. So if you stack a quarterback with 1 to 2 players, that means you could get multiple points per play, which helps you win. All right, tight end. I've got Jake Ferguson for Dallas at $5,300. My flex is Hunter Long, tight end for Jacksonville at $2,500. And my defense is the Miami Dolphins. Do I believe in the Miami Dolphins defense? Hell no, I do not. But here's the issue. The only other 2 defenses that were allotted with my money that I had left below them were Baltimore's and the Cincinnati Bengals. and I don't trust any one of them at all. So I'm hoping the Dolphins can keep me in the positive point and not the negative point value against the Chargers. Give me a sack or an interception or even a sack, fumble, recovered for a touchdown. That's it. That'll keep me in the positive for the game. That's all I care about. The rest of my lineup, I think, is pretty damn solid. All right, what's next?
NFL, start 'em, sit 'em.
All right, start 'em. Quarterback Matthew Stafford for the Rams against Baltimore. Start 'em, yes, Justin Herbert against Miami. And start 'em, Drake May at New Orleans.
Yeah.
Start 'em. Running backs. Start Josh Jacobs versus Cincinnati. Ashton Jeanty for the Raiders against Tennessee. And Kyron Williams at Baltimore. Tennessee's got a pretty decent passing defense. Their rush defense is not so good. Kyron Williams at Baltimore because Baltimore's rush, pass, special teams, anything to do with defense completely sucks right now. Start him. Wide receiver Puka Nacua against Baltimore. Jackson Smith-Njigba at Jacksonville. And Jerry Jeudy for the Cleveland Browns at Pittsburgh. For tight ends, I already said it. He's on my team. Jake Ferguson at Carolina. Tucker Kraft for the Packers against Cincinnati. And Hunter Henry for the Patriots at New Orleans. Defenses. Start the Packers against Cincinnati and Joe Flacco. Start the Steelers defense against Gabriel and Cleveland Browns. And start the Raiders defense against Tennessee. I like it. Sit them. Sit the old man down. Aaron Rodgers versus Cleveland. Also old. Geno Smith. Sit him down against Tennessee. And also, getting kind of old here in the Valley, sit Kyler Murray, who is, by the way, questionable at Indianapolis. If he cannot go because of his ankle, Jacoby Brissett will go. And, oh, by the way, sit him too. Indy's defense is good regardless of who's out there.
Right.
Running backs, sit them. King, Derrick Henry. It's getting to the point now to where Derrick Henry is either touchdown or bust. That's the only way he's really getting you points right now. And he's fumbling the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Sit Alvin Kamara against New England. New England has not allowed a plus 50-yard runner in 5 games. They have not allowed a 50-yard or more rusher, total rushing, in 5 games.
Yeah, they've
Sit him down.
They've been doing well.
All right. Also, sit down Jaylen Warren for the Steelers against Cleveland. Wide receivers, sit down George Pickens at Carolina. I don't like Carolina's rush defense. I like their passing defense, though. Sit Jalen Waddle. You will see no penguin dance against the Chargers. Sit Brian Thomas Jr. against Seattle. He may get 1 or 2 catches, but I don't know. He's really not performing to the standards that we expect of Brian Thomas Jr. being the number 1 wide receiver for Jacksonville. Tight ends, sit Chig Okonkwo at Las Vegas. Sit Trey McBride at Indianapolis, because you really don't. I don't trust Trey McBride starting even if Kyler Murray's starting. I definitely don't trust Trey McBride starting if Jacoby Brissett is the guy.
Right.
All right. So also sit, he's questionable, Brock Bowers against Tennessee. Defenses, sit the Arizona Cardinals defense. The Arizona Cardinals fans will not be happy about anything this weekend.
No.
It will not happen.
You're going to have a bad time.
Sit the Panthers defense versus Dallas and sit the Bengals defense at Green Bay. Again, I like the Panthers passing defense in this one. I do not like their rushing defense, and I love the way Williams has been running the ball. And I also like how Ferguson has been catching the ball. I'm talking about the coverage on the outside for the wide receivers. Carolina does a really good job. Inside and against the run, not so good. Sit the Panthers defense against Dallas and sit the Bengals defense, if they even decide to get on the plane, at Green Bay. Sit them. Start them, sit them. All right, what's next?
Forks up.
All right, folks, up the 21st ranked Arizona State Sun Devils take on the Utah Utes on Saturday, October 11th. Game time is 7:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Well, that's actually Pacific Standard Time, I think. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think that's Arizona time. All right, the game will be radio broadcast on Arizona Sports 98.7 FM and Sirius XM 139 or 198. Arizona State currently sits in third in the Big 12 Conference behind BYU and Texas Tech, who are both 2-0 so far for Big 12 play. Number 18, BYU, is actually in the great state of Arizona this weekend to take on the 4-1 Wildcats down in Tucson. Number 9, Texas Tech will host the Kansas Jayhawks, who are at 4-2 on Saturday afternoon as well. So big matchups all the way around in the Big 12. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, Texas Tech can slip up and lose, and BYU do the same thing. Go ahead and slip up, and then obviously the Sun Devils have to take care of business against the Utes. What's a Ute? Well, it's a football team. It's a college football team. Do you remember that part in the movie? Was it My Cousin Vinny? He goes, the two Utes, and the judge goes, did you say Ute? He goes, what's a Ute? And he goes, sorry, the two Utes. Utes. What is a Ute? It's a college football team in Utah. That's what it is. Judge. All right. What's next?
NASCAR weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
All right. The trucks are actually off until next weekend at Talladega. So we got the Cup Series. We got the Xfinity Series. This weekend. Next race for the Cup Series is the South Point 400. The place again, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Track length is 1.5 mile asphalt oval. The date, Sunday, October 12th. The time, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The purse, $9.797 million. We can watch it, which probably won't because we'll be watching football on USA at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your radio, PRN, or Sirius XM NASCAR, you can listen, channel 90. Distance, 400.5 miles, 267 laps. Stage 1 ends on lap 80. Stage 2 ends on lap 165. And the final stage ends on lap 267. Let's go over the Cup Series notes real quick. This weekend marks the 36th running of a NASCAR Cup Series race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Las Vegas is the first race of the round of 8, that being Vegas, Dega, and Martinsville. The pass for the win came in the final 6 laps in 4 of the last 7 Las Vegas races. 3 of the last 5 Las Vegas race winners swept the stages. Joey Logano with 4 and Kyle Larson with 3 are the only repeat winners at Las Vegas in the last 15 races.
That's half of them.
Yeah, 10 of the last 11 Las Vegas races were won from a top 10 starting position. Denny Hamlin in September 2021 is the only Toyota driver to win at Las Vegas in the last 11 races. Kyle Larson won 5 of the last 8 stages at Las Vegas. The Stage 2 winner went on to win 10 of the last 16 races at Las Vegas with stages. 4 of the 8 playoff drivers are Las Vegas winners with a combined 9 races there. Logano got 4, Larson with 3, Hamlin with 1, and William Byron also has 1.
Interesting.
Hendrick Motorsports drivers won 5 of the last 9 Las Vegas races with 3 different drivers. Kyle Larson with 3, Alex Bowman, your guy, with 1, and William Byron with 1. Kyle Larson leads all drivers at Las Vegas with 690 laps led and 7 stage wins. His average finish of 9.39 leads all drivers with more than 3 starts. William Byron finished in the top 10 in the last 5 Las Vegas races, the longest active streak. The driver won the opening race of the round of 8, went on to win the championship in 3 of the last 4 seasons. That's interesting. This weekend's race is the last of 7 races in 2025 on a 1.5 mile track. Toyota is winless in the 6 races on 1.5 mile tracks this season. The race winner led less than 25 laps in 5 of the 6 races on 1.5 mile tracks in 2025. Chase Briscoe, by the way, won the pole for the last 2 races on 1.5 tracks. Ryan frickin' Blaney finished 24th or worse in 4 of the 6 races on 1.5 tracks in 2025 with an average finish of 23rd. Kyle Larson finished top 10 in the last 3 races, his best streak since April and the beginning of May. Chase Briscoe is the only playoff driver that has never raced in the championship 4. The other 7 were all there at least twice.
Interesting.
All right, let's talk about Saturday's race real quick. The Xfinity Series notes. This weekend marks the 37th running of a NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We'll go over the schedule in a second. Las Vegas was on the Xfinity Series schedule every year since its inaugural race in 1997. Las Vegas has hosted a playoff race every year since 2020. Vegas has been the round of 8 opener every year since 2022. Round of 8 races are Las Vegas, Talladega, and Martinsville. Lowest 4 drivers in points will be eliminated after Martinsville.
Right.
Any win in the round of 8 by playoff drivers will advance them to the championship 4. Right. At least 1 driver will advance to championship 4 on points. Connor Zelish enters the round with a 57-point lead on the cutoff, the largest gap entering the round of 8 in playoff history.
After his season, I believe it.
Connor Zelish leads second place by 33 points. The other 7 drivers are separated by 35 points. 6 drivers from Brandon Jones in 3rd to Sheldon Creed in 8th are separated by just 15 points. Justin Allgaier and Sam Mayer are the only remaining playoff drivers to make the championship 4. 4 teams are represented in the round of 8. That's Junior Motorsports. They have 4. Haas Factory Team has 2. Joe Gibbs Racing has 1. And Richard Childress Racing also has 1. 2 rookies remain in the playoffs, that being Connor Zelish and Carson Kvapil.
Can we really call Connor Zelish a rookie after this season?
Yeah, he's still a rookie. Still his rookie season, even though he's moving up next season. No driver has won the – he's going to Trackhouse, by the way. No driver has won the round of 8 opener and gone on to win the championship. If Connor Zelish wins this weekend, that will change.
He'll break that, yeah.
Connor Zelish got his 10th win of the season at the Charlotte Roval last week. He is the 6th driver in series history to win 10 races in a season and the first since Kyle Busch in 2016.
All right.
Which is the last time Kyle Busch won a race. After winning the Charlotte Roval, Connor Zelish, I just heard of him apparently, holds the track record as the youngest winner on 10 different tracks.
Wow. That's cool. That's really cool.
God. There's still like 6 more.
Why not being Connor Zelish fans by default at this point?
I'm going to skip the rest of the Connor Zelish facts and just go right into O'Reilly Auto Parts will replace Xfinity as the title sponsor starting in 2026, becoming the 5th different title sponsor of the series. Budweiser, Busch, Nationwide, Xfinity, and now O'Reilly. Whew. Schedule for the Xfinity race. Is that what you were talking about, schedule?
Yeah.
Already on top of things. Next race, Focus Health 302. The place, again, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It is a 1.5-mile asphalt oval on Saturday, October 11th, kicking off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a purse of $1.651 million. You can watch it on the CW at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or listen on PRN Sirius XM NASCAR Channel 90. Distance 301.5 miles, 201 laps. Stage 1 ends on lap 45. Stage 2 ends on lap 90. And the final stage ends on lap 201. I need a drink. All right, what's next?
Nailed it.
Nailed it. You're up again. All right, so for those of you tuning in, you've never seen Nailed It before, I will sing lyrics of up to 4 awesome classic rock songs. Maybe it's bad on purpose, maybe not. You must guess the artist and the song title correctly. You get a half a point for the artist and a half a point for the title. To win, you must get 3 total points. You do get 1 pass, which is worth a full point, but you cannot win on a pass. Right. And you also must say pass before you give any answers at all. If you would like to be a guest on Nailed It, please message us on this platform. We will go ahead and set you up. We do have very bad prizes to send out to you, but only you can only be a prize winner if you are in the Valley of the Sun here in Phoenix. All right. Yeah. Are you ready? You haven't won at this in a couple tries.
Yeah, so. As ready as I'm going to be.
All right. So, yeah, you had the week off. Go. You had the bye week last week. Let's fucking go. All right. Here's song number 1. She's a good girl. Loves her mama. Loves Jesus. And America too. She's a good girl. Crazy about Elvis. Loves horses. And her boyfriend too. Nailed it.
Free Fall and Tom Petty.
Right out the gate. She gets the full point. All right.
I love that song.
Outstanding.
Been on every playlist since high school.
That's pretty good. That is really actually pretty good. Like, I think that's the one guy, like Tom Petty is the one guy that I really wish that I would have seen while he was still alive.
Right.
But
my top
unfortunately, he passed away a couple years ago. I think that would have been an awesome, like a really, really awesome concert.
Yeah.
All right, next song. Here we go. Tailored suits, chauffeured cars, fine hotels, and big cigars. Up for grabs, all for a price, where the red hot girls keep on dancing through the night. Nailed it. What you got?
Pass.
She gets the pass. That is Money Talks by AC/DC.
Believe it or not, I had the band, but I didn't want the half a point. So
you know what? You may actually regret that coming up.
Probably.
All right, so you have 2 points. You need another full point in the last 2 songs. What happened? Like, it changed everything. All right, hold on.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, you should have known that I was going to, like, do that with my AC/DC songs. Like, once every probably 2 weeks, I throw in an AC/DC song. All right. Are you ready? 3rd song. Now, if you're feeling kind of low about the dues you've been paying, things is coming much too slow, and you want to run, but somehow you just keep on staying. Can't decide on which way to go. Yeah, nailed it.
Absolutely nothing.
That is Boston. Peace of Mind. Okay. Told you.
They're one of the bands that I know some of their songs, but I would never be able to put those 2 things together or say the names.
From Boston. All right. Moving on. You need both the artist and the title for this final song.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Song number 4. Early in the evening, just about supper time. Over by the courthouse, they're starting to unwind. 4 kids on the corner, trying to bring you up. Willie picks a tune out and he blows it on the harp. Nailed it! What you got there, Viz? I'm just going to, I know. I'm just going to use my full pass because,
I wouldn't have been able to use it this late anyways. I feel like I can hear it in my head. It's an older band. I want to say Creedence Clearwater, but I don't think I'm right.
That would give you 1/2 a point. What is the name of the song?
Okay.
What is the name of the song? 5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't got it.
4, 3,
you need to count it. Just immediately goes out of my head when you start.
Down on the corner, out in the streets. Yeah, Down on the Corner by Creedence.
Oh, okay. I don't think I would have known that was the name of it anyways, but I did have it.
Well, you got CCR. but 2.5 points is not a win.
No.
So I nailed it. I sang great. So
you did.
I mean, you were such a good liar. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look, that's the show. If you want to cover live sports like I do, I'll actually be back in the press box when the Sun Devils come off the road next weekend over at Mountain America Stadium. Whether it's sitting courtside, standing on the sideline, or getting credentialed to cover your favorite teams, it all starts with the right game plan. Join our free Sports Media X webinar and learn how to build your own sports media brand, get behind-the-scenes access, and turn your passion into press credentials while building your own legitimate media brand. Register now at CoachJeffDemers.com/SMX. Spots are limited. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook for the S3 Podcast and Sports Media X. And also, make sure you follow myself at SMAHDSide, SMAAHDSIDE, and Lady M at Lady M_S3 on X. Lady M, that was a good show.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
It was. It's fun.
Why don't you go ahead and hit us with the final words?
Keep loving sports.
That's the show for now. Shout out to the most badass military in the world and the toughest veterans to ever walk the planet. And as always, all you haters.